Here is exactly what I would do if I had to restart my cybersecurity career today. Now, for just 1 second, imagine I wake up tomorrow. I don't have a degree, I don't have any certifications, I don't have any cybersecurity experience, I only have a laptop and internet. How do I get hired as quickly as possible? And this is exactly what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. Now, to make it even more realistic, let's say I only have about 2 to 3 hours after work, which in my case was working at McDonald's. I only have a limited budget, either because I have mortgage, kids, or maybe I work part-time. The goal stays the same. First, cybersecurity job. First, you need to stop watching roadmap. I wouldn't start with another roadmap. Everyone's roadmap is different. People waste months trying to build the perfect plan, and I'm guilty of that. I am guilty, and I'm guilty still today. Try to find the best area, try to find the best roadmap, try to learn everything you need to learn in a month. But you don't need a perfect roadmap, you just need momentum. You need to start. You need to start and stick to one resource. One big mistake I made, and I still do sometimes, is I wasted loads of time jumping between resources. That way, you're switching contacts every day. Nothing will stick to your head and you'll make no progress, and 5 months will go by and you'll feel like you know nothing. So stop following other people's roadmap and just do your own. Because you don't need to become an expert before you start applying. You just need to learn enough IT to not be lost. You just need to learn why networking matters, why Windows matter, a bit about Active Directory, Linux, and you don't need to memorize everything. I remember I took my Network Plus certification and I memorized so much that exam. And if you were to ask me today about a question, I would not be able to recall it. No one cares if you know every TCP flag, but they will care if they mention DNS poisoning to you and you just stare blindly at them. So you don't need to become an expert, you just need to know a little bit about the basic areas. Now, the biggest thing that no one is doing, and they should, is build things. Build your own GitHub profile, build your own home lab, build your own Active Directory environment, a vulnerable website, a SIEM, detection rules, write-ups, because recruiters cannot see curiosity. However, they can see the projects and they can see the work that you put in your own time. So that to a non-technical recruiter will look like, wow, this person is really putting in effort in their own time to learn and try things. And this will look a million times better than just saying, I read a book. Instead of doing passive things, you should switch to active things. So build something, break it, build it again, put it on your CV, and you get extra cookies. The main problem with why people are not getting interviews or they're not getting jobs is because they're stuck in tutorial hell. They keep watching videos thinking they're making progress. However, in this field, you need to actually do things on your own. So they end up never building anything. They've watched 200 videos and they have nothing to put on their CV. Another problem would be trying to learn everything. You need to have some sort of idea of what you like to do, and you need to spend some time in that area, like at least 6 months just doing defensive work, just doing cyber defender, or 6 months doing the box academy, offensive work, web, or just AD. You'll progress so much faster if you stick for even 3 months consistently on one area and then switching to a different. You will make 100 times more progress than just switching every one day. Okay, now one thing I did, and it really helped me, was I started applying early for jobs. So when I started applying, I was still in university and I had maybe 4 or 5 months left of my degree. So I started applying for jobs and I was getting interviews, and some companies would want me to start sooner. It's fine. However, the company that actually ended up hiring me waited about 2 months for me to finish my degree, so I couldn't start working. So don't wait until you finish your degree, start applying early. Get those interviews, practice interviews, try to get good at interviews, because you'll definitely not get your first interview. Or you might, but the chances of that are quite low. Another thing is don't chase certification, because sure, they're useful, they're not magic though, and projects will help you learn a lot more. Also, don't forget, experience beats memorization. Like sure, getting your Security Plus or Network Plus or something like that will have a good impact, because it might help you get past those HR screenings. But don't make it your goal to just get all the certifications out there, because that will not help you as much as you think. So you should build yourself a structure. And don't push yourself too hard. You need to have a structure that you can stick to for a long time. If you do like 10 hours of training every day, you're probably gonna burn out in a week. So instead, you should have like 2 hours a day, 4 times a week. Make sure you keep yourself busy with other stuff as well, not just training. because you'll burn out and you'll start forgetting things and it won't go into your brain. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make is waiting until you're ready, because you'll never feel ready. I don't feel ready now and I'm working in this field. Also, comparing yourself to others is something that I do and I really shouldn't do, because everyone has a different path in life. Everyone has different experiences, and we're just not the same. Everyone is different. Also, don't collect certificates. Like, yeah, okay, get 1, 2, 3 max, but don't chase certificates. Don't waste your money, and do not watch YouTube instead of building. Like, okay, you watch my video, now you know, you have a very good idea of what you need to do and what you shouldn't do. So don't go and watch the next video on this. You watched this video, so now you need to go and build something. And tell me in the comments, what's the thing that you've built? Also, don't go learning random things. Stick to one thing, learn it well, and then move on. Probably one of the most important things, not give up after rejection, because I cannot even remember how many times I got rejected before I landed this job. So the people that will persevere will succeed. If you give up, you'll never make it. Just to make you feel a little bit better, what I've realized after nearly 3 years of working in cybersecurity is that nobody knows everything. And everyone Googles, everyone keeps learning. And the people that succeed aren't always the smartest. They're usually the ones who didn't stop. So if I had to restart tomorrow, I wouldn't try to learn everything. I'd just make sure that every single week I knew a little bit more than I did the week before. Because that's exactly how I got here in the first place. Okay, that's enough yapping for today. I hope you got at least one idea out of this video, and I really hope I helped you, just 1%. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.